Hi, everybody. I had intended to release this video earlier in the day, but it was an absolutely insane day at work because of COVID-19, so I had to wait till I got home till I could record it, so you're getting it a little bit later. I do apologize. I don't want to waste too much time here. I've been teasing a big announcement / big changes throughout the week, and it's time to pull back the veil. I didn't want to make the announcement until it was official, just in case something went wrong. I didn't think anything would, but just in case something did. I saw some speculation that I was going to be leaving my current job, and that is not the case. No, that is not. No, stop it. No, that is not the case at all. As of this morning, I have begun hormone replacement therapy. I am beginning the process of transitioning, which will be happening over the next year or 2 years in that area. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. I started on both spirulactin and estradiol this morning. For those who don't know, spirulactin blocks testosterone, estradiol boosts estrogen. So I will be going through the process of transitioning over the next couple of years. So to those of you out there who have known me for a long time and know me very closely, this probably isn't that surprising to you. So I'm finally excited to be able to begin this journey. To those of you who don't and are finding out for the first time that I'm trans, well, surprise. How to put this? I'm sorry that it was a secret. Kind of. I was pretty open about it. I don't feel like anyone's going to be that shocked. Like, they might be like, oh, okay. And like, it's starting, but I don't think anyone's going to be that shocked when they find out that I'm transitioning. So, yes, I am transgender, male to female. I will be, over the next 2 years here, going through quite a bit of physical change. At least I hope. If it doesn't, I'll be pretty sad. So, yeah, as of today, I've officially started going by my preferred name, which is Callie. So wonderful to meet you if you've never met me as Callie. I do go by she, her pronouns. So those are my preferred pronouns. I basically wanted to make this video as the first in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing over the next year to kind of document the transition and document the changes. And my hope is that someone can get something out of this. Someone can, get something out of this transition besides just myself. If you have questions or you're wondering what it's like, my goal is to be pretty open and honest about what I go through, both positive and negative. I'm going to be pretty truthful in this. So I hope that you'll be able to pull something from this if it's of interest to you. To that end, I should mention that I struggled for a long time with whether I wanted this to be a private or a public transition. Recently, my job at Beasley and at Checkpoint XP has changed. I'm no longer an on-air talent. I'll appear occasionally on shows, but I'm technically no longer an on-air talent. I'm now the head of content for the brand. It is basically my job to work with each of the shows and help plan each of the shows and future shows and things like that. I have a very behind-the-scenes role, which I absolutely love. It's very challenging and very fun. But it also afforded me the opportunity to transition to an off-air role, which means I could have done this privately if I had chosen. However, given the history that I've had with the LGBT community and the things that, when I came out 6 years ago, it was one of the most incredible days of my life, and getting to work with the LGBT community, getting to do the charity streams, getting to kind of, be someone that can be helpful in that community was important to me and something I really, really cherished. And it felt like it would have been wrong for me to do this privately and not publicly. So that's what basically led to my decision to do this transition publicly. To that end, each week I'm going to be releasing a video that is basically a video diary of what I'm experiencing that week as I go through the hormone changes. I've basically signed up to do puberty all over again, so goody. It's the sequel we've all been waiting for. I'm pretty excited and utterly terrified, if I'm honest. I think it would be dishonest to come on here and say, oh yeah, I feel great about it. I'm super confident. This is going to be awesome. I'm sure it will be awesome, and I'm sure it's going to be difficult, and I'm sure it's going to be terrifying. And so that's, I guess, my first point of honesty. You'll see a link attached to this video where you can go and you can ask questions and put comments that I will address, both good and bad. I think it only makes sense for people to be able to get the questions out there. I mean, I'm all about having a dialogue. I don't have a problem with people asking me questions if the intent is to learn. Like, I don't see why anyone would have a problem with that. So I'm excited to help if I can. So please go ahead and click the link. You can leave your name if you want to. If you do, I will address it by name. If you don't want to, I will just address it as anonymous. And that is all I got to say about that. I do have some questions for week 1, so let's dive right in and see what we got. All right, question number 1. Will you be mad if I get your name or pronouns wrong? No. I will not be mad if you get my name or pronouns wrong. Some of you, if you're watching on Facebook especially, have known me my entire life, and that's 30 years of calling me by a specific name. No, I'm not going to be upset if you botch my name or pronouns. All I ask in return for that is you don't be upset when I correct you, because I will. I am making this transition. I will be changing my name legally at the end of it, and yeah, I'm planning to go by my preferred name, which is Callie. So I will correct you if you get it wrong, but no, I'm not going to be upset or offended. Absolutely not. 2, do your parents or family know? Yes. So my parents do know. I don't think they quite get it, but they do know. They are supportive as they can be. They, it's the whole, we love you unconditionally thing, which is more than I can ask for. It's all I can ask for, I should say. I count myself amongst the incredibly lucky in the transgender community to have that kind of support from my parents. Absolutely. As for family, some family knows. I have no doubt. I have no doubt that many more of my family probably have an idea. But no, not all my family knows. So if you're out there and this is how you're learning, I'm sorry you didn't learn it from me one-on-one. I do invite you to message and ask any questions or whatever you have to say about it. I'm totally cool with that. I do apologize that you're learning through a video, but for me to go and have a one-on-one conversation with literally every member of my family, especially my dad's side of the family, would take a long, long time. So yeah, so some people had to learn via video. Sorry. Number 3, what's your goal for this video series? So I kind of hinted at it already. My goal with the video series is that maybe anyone out there who either knows someone who is trans or just wants to learn more kind of has a resource for it. And again, I'm by no means like the de facto expert. Like I'm not, my word is not law, but I can at least give you my experiences and I'll be honest about them. So I can at least offer that. My hope is that if I had any goal for this, it's that someone would come away with a little bit more knowledge than they had before. And number 4 was actually a viewer submitted question. They left it anonymously. However, they just, ironically, the question is, will you be upset if I message you a personal question? No, I will not. In fact, I would be thrilled if you would message me a question. For me, being asked questions implies a willingness to learn and a desire to understand. I encourage that wholeheartedly. Someone at the office today literally came up and said, will your voice change? And I mean, truthfully, that's a great question because even people in the community don't always have the correct answer to that one. I myself was terrified for a long time that it would affect my voice. And as a radio host, that was a big concern for me. But no, your voice does not change due to taking hormones. If I had started hormones before puberty, before my voice dropped, yes, it would have affected me. However, no, once your voice has dropped, your voice has dropped. So you can either do vocal training to, work on getting your voice higher. They also do offer like vocal cord shaving, which is a surgery that you can have done that will make your voice higher as well. So those are kind of your options. In my opinion, neither are wonderful, but you work with what you're given. So, okay, that's all the questions that I have for the first episode here. Obviously, since most people didn't know this was going to be a thing, there weren't a lot of people who could ask questions, so no worries there. But I do invite you to please click the link and go check it out. Ask any questions, leave any comments that you might have. You can leave them with a name or without a name. I'll be happy to get to them. I'll be back next week to give you an update on how my first week on hormones has gone. I can tell you after day 1, you have to pee a lot. That's day 1. That's it. It's insane. It's actually insane. So hopefully there will be more exciting things to talk about in a week. I don't know that there will be, but I imagine by the time we're getting to, the second month here, we could have some fun episodes. So please send me your questions and comments. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys on the next one.